Death has a way, doesn't it, of tearing our world apart. When we lose a loved one, it kind of feels as if somebody's just turned the kind of colour down on life, as if things that were so bright and lovely have faded, and we wonder whether they will ever be quite the same again. And at times like this, so often what we see is people coming and speaking words to us because they're longing to give us some sort of peace, some sort of comfort. And so often what we hear are beautiful words, well-crafted words, but words that are sentiment, well-meaning sentiment, but purely sentiment. We know that no words can really help us where we're hurting, can they? Some of the words that are often read at funerals are from the 23rd Psalm. They say, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Those words, they're well known, aren't they? Well known words. And they're words that Christians have often gone to at times like this to find hope to carry on. And yet, are they just nice sounding words? Are they just more sentiment? Well, these are words that are written by a man who has tested them in the crucible of his own grief. King David, a man who knew what it was to flee for his life, who knew what it was to be betrayed, but one who also knows what it's like to lose a friend, a dear friend, a close friend. David, who knows what it's like to lose a child. He's held that far too small body. They're written by a man who knows what it's like to be you right now. He knows what grief is like, and yet he even says, even in that, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. He says, I know that God is with me. I can trust that God is with me and will carry me through this. In fact, he makes an even more bold claim that the psalm ends, "Surely goodness and love will follow me all of the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." How could David say that? How could David be speaking of that when he knows that death is coming, when he's experienced that? Well, David was looking forward to another shepherd. A few hundred years later, Jesus came to this earth. He was called the Good Shepherd. And the Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. You see, David has been where you and I are. But Jesus, he's been where our loved ones are. He knows what it is to be in the grave. And he alone has beaten death, offering us hope that goes beyond the grave. So how do we cope at a time like this? How do you cope at a time like this? Well, remember how the psalm started, "The Lord is my shepherd." David doesn't just say, "The Lord is a shepherd," although that would be true. He doesn't just say, "The Lord is a good shepherd," although that would be true. He says, "The Lord is my shepherd." The Lord invites you to trust him. Not that it will immediately make everything feel better. No, it won't, but it will mean that he will be with you through the darkest of valleys. He will comfort you. and He will invite you to be with Him for all eternity. Look, if you're watching this, I'm praying for you. I don't know you yet, but I'm praying for all those who are watching this video. If you'd like to find out more about what we've been talking about, why not get in touch? You can leave a comment down below if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on our website, why not use the contact us up above. Either way, I hope that this video brings you some comfort. Thank you, goodbye, and stay safe.